All right, what's going on YouTube? Big's back at it again with more OPTCG-Road. This is our first in our Road to Treasure Cup series. We're going to be tackling Kid. That's what you guys wanted to see. As you can see, I still have it as boring OPTCG-Road just because it is based on your votes. What you guys want to see the most and what's probably going to be played the most. It's interesting to a point. I did make some really cool considerations for this video. The first being, if you've noticed, I've cut down Aokiku. I don't like doing this, but I had to make some space. One of our best cards in like 90% of our matchups. I'm going to cut it down just for the sake of adding a second Raizo. Another thing that I've noticed with metagame trend is there's a lot of Kaido players. They're under the assumption that green is free, and it isn't. It's good card advantage. It helps us stay in the game in that match where resources are very important. If you didn't know, your searchers really help you in that matchup. When you're mulliganing, you want to find them fast. Lets you stay ahead of them in card advantage wise. If you can protect them, it's even better. Momo being the least important of the two, obviously. If you watch my law videos, I try and hold Bonnie as long as I can, because in the green mirrors or law, like, it's difficult to try and get advantage off this or keep it on board and not use it right away because of Cat Viper or Ezo. So you want to hold on to them or use them knowing that they're going to die right away. But don't play them into green and assume she's going to stick. This Shachi, another inclusion for this video, is for the red players who are slowing down a bit. My Luffy video, I showed off a very cool Luffy build that anti-metas green pretty well. It's not a free matchup. I have lost into green with that deck, but it is certainly better than a go wide Zoro strategy. But even now, Zoros are using Shanks at the top end, and this is a really cool anti-Shanks tech because they just can't Shanks and swing into Kid, ignoring your killers and all that. The Shachi will block Shanks effectively if you don't have a law on board. So you can 8-drop Kid into Shachi and be happy with that. If it doesn't come up, he's still a 1k counter in the matchups where it doesn't matter. We are respecting red a little bit with this build. Good red players are hard to find, but let me tell you, a good red player can still put a lot of pressure on you. So we are on double X-Drake killer. Double X-Drake is for the mirror into Okiku. He's good into Robin, swings, kills Zoro. So he has his uses. I might switch this around. This is just what I threw together for today's video. We are on triple Basil Hawkins because, let's be real, in the green mirror, this card is a fucking nightmare. Even if it never attacks, the fact that it exists is a nuclear deterrent against your opponent. It's, well, I can't tap a creature because Basil Hawkins will get free value, the freest value. In blue, he's okay, and against Blue Crocodile, which is a deck that's under the radar, a lot of people just assume it's worse Dofi, and it's not. It's different. He has way more tempo than Dofi does. Dofi just tries to stay ahead on board, which doesn't always work, which is why it's a B tier deck in my opinion. By the way, real quick, before we move on to the game section, this series is just to show you guys how the decks will play into the meta, some of my knowledge based on like me playing for months and months now, and just like me, it's also helping me to try and decide what I want to play. This is not me telling you what you guys should play. This is not me telling you guys XYZ deck sucks, you know what I'm saying? Like, play what you're comfortable with. If you're a blue player, don't let me discourage you from playing what's comfortable for you, because at the end of the day, you'll probably play it more optimally, more comfortably than you would any other deck, like going from blue to red. And let me tell you guys, people who think, red is brain dead, easy, or like just there's no decision making, they're wrong. This game makes aggro a little difficult. There are some plays that are pretty self-explanatory, but once you get to that point where it's not, oh, I just turn sideways and you have to think, that is where the new players or the inexperienced players will get separated from experienced red players. Um, and I've seen it. Trust me. Games where I win with law into red are a huge example. Like I'm noting what they're doing. I'm like, oh, that was not good sequencing. Oh, that wasn't a good play there. And then seeing what their hand was later, it's just like, why did you play it this way? It's because they get nervous. They make incorrect decision making. They're playing to survive instead of playing to win, etc., etc. So like playing red in the mid game is not easy. Don't be fooled. You still have to have a brain to play this game, no matter what color you choose. But that's it for the explanation. If you guys have been watching, you know what most of these cards do. Let's see how we go. We got game 2 into Kaido. I like our hand. We have search. We are going second though, which is still fine. I will hold on to beige. These searchers will act like blockers for us when we activate, so not a big deal. We'll take. Alrighty. Next turn, since he didn't Oni, all he can do is play queen, so I have nothing to really worry about. So we'll hold on to Bonnie for another turn. We'll take Neko. We'll go. We'll develop Raizo, like I said. I mean, he saw the Neko Mamushi, so if I were him, I would just throw away the blocker now. Or he can get me to commit 2 Dawn to do it. Up to him. Decides to... Oh, this might be the turbo ramp version of Kaido that is trying to hit 10 drop as fast as possible. So now King is an option. Swing Momo. Nope, still doesn't have it. We'll take this one as well. I don't really mind going down until like 2. It's not a big deal for me. We'll draw technically 2 cards. I think this is a waste of a slot in your decks, guys. We'll take 7 drop, exactly what we want to see in this matchup. And then, like I said, we'll swing here, draw a card. Decides to protect his other blocker. We'll attack here just to see what he does. It's fine. We'll bring Raizo back. So we definitely let that go. And this one I will counter with Shachi, the Raizo that he knows about, and throwaway killer. So next turn is 10 turn. I'm just gonna put pressure. Then I'll throw out 7 drop kid. I'll attack there to see what he does. And we'll attack Kiku. And throw out our 7, see if that gets him to commit. And then we'll rebuild. Alright, so we can't do anything else. Okay. Attack 8 to go 2 over queen. Yeah, I messed up not blocking there. I should have just took it. Or use killer to draw the card there. That was a mistake on my part. And then I'll flip board. Three, 4, 6. Attack 7. That's Bagua. I'll hold on to Shachi. It's annoying. We're still not dead. I've been on the fence on this card too, as Kaido. It's been weird. Like, I don't know if I really want the card or not. So If he attacks with queen, he loses the game. Assured. Okay. So now I just go Izo there and do a double 9 and hopefully get there. Stop it. Motherfucker. Alright, GG. Sometimes they don't have it. Sometimes they're just sitting on Fat Boys with no counter set or on like Huzu and stuff. Alright, so opponent wants to do a rematch, so we'll get into that. I'll go second this time. I'll keep this. Double search in the beginning is really good. We have a mid-ground play with Okiku. Second game, discards the rock. Maybe he just wants board to kill my guys. I'll take it. We'll activate Momo first. We'll take Okiku, I guess, and then we'll have to discard the Okiku we have later. Attack 5. If this is the version I think it is, some of them run a couple of the cards that have on trigger added on. If it was that version, I think he would be okay with taking damage, but it's a really fun deck. I saw at one of my locals. Guy was just playing out an ass load of those triggers, and he was able to hit 10 Dawn consistently on like turn 3 or something crazy. So 6, this could be a 6-cost king. Or maybe he has double rock in hand, I don't know. Yeah, he did have double rock. I call this rock, guys, because in Magic there's things called mana rocks, so that's what I call them. I'm still okay with this. What this lets me do, let's just attack 5. I probably should have used Bonnie though, just in case, since he showed me who's who last game. Since I have 7 in hand, I don't want the other one. We'll attack 5 here. Try and pressure his hand. If he takes it, he takes it. So I don't run into that same instance like last turn. Kill Jack. 9 drop would suck. But at the same time, we didn't have 7 yet. So Bonnie's dead. Alright, so next turn is still 10. So I'll attack 5. attach one. If I'll pull a Blast Breath out of him, then that might change how I play it. Because Blast Breath will put him back down to 9 again. Okay, so I take 3 cards, so I'm going to play 7 into the 10 drop and force the clear now. Then I'll play Beige, Bonnie. I could just go 8. I might go 8 after. But like, just play 8. I wouldn't force him to attack into my 8 drop with a 12k with only 1 blocker on board. So just hard cast it, let it rock. I'm not gonna let myself go to 2. If I go to 2 when he does that, I risk the chance of dying. This is definitely one of those games that are like way closer. We counter. I'll counter Rizo. And then block Queen this way. He's giving me 100% 10 drop vibe. I think he did that to see if I would block like this and then swing Queen. Oh, doesn't have it. We'll discard Okiku. Okay, so he doesn't even have 9 drop, or at least he doesn't feel comfortable playing it yet. So interesting. Maybe he wants me to play more to the board. I don't know. Interesting for sure, though. See how opponent plays this out. Higurashi. I mean, sometimes Kaido just doesn't have it, right? For as well as they draw. Two cards left. Let's see if I can get him to pop it here. Playing the 5 drops there kind of just makes the kings in hand bad, whether he draws 6 or 7. Like, I'm forcing him to have 9 or 10, which I assumed he would have played already if he had it. But we'll see. Okay, still doesn't have anything worth playing. Could just be testing to see my hand. With only 8 Don, I have nothing to really worry about. More Queen would be annoying, but not the end of the world. nice pickup. Alright, so he probably has Black Maria in hand. On like a Thunderbug or Blast Breath. Definitely, definitely Blast Breath. So with that, 2k. He can't swing queen, he dies that way. Yeah, that's the game. I think he's just doing that because he knows he's dead. We'll just do this for funsies. That's a free attack. We'll attack 7 here. Now. I'll just play one there. We'll bounce Drake for counter. Play beige and hold 3 blockers. If he 10 drops, he loses. 9 drop doesn't win the game. Or he can't even do that, I'm sorry. He only has 6 on. This is definitely game 3, guys. So all the mana ramp, just none of the top end, I guess. Or the top end in his the last card in his hand was no good. Alright, cool. Game 3 with our Kaido opponent. He chose to go first. We're going second. I have a search card, but I don't know if I want to be greedy and try and find another hand of like 2 of them. Right now we have 1 and then nothing to do turn 3, which kind of sucks. Or turn 2. I'll try it. That's perfect. Ask and you shall receive. Go ahead. think our opponent's mistake last game was the... That's fine. No trigger. Was the no rock turn 3, and he played Jack instead, which I thought was kind of awkward. Do this here. Let's just kill it. Being that he has no mana ramp, I'm only going to use one Bonnie. I don't want another Law, but I want a blocker. I do want blockers for late game, but I also do want to pressure him on turn 4 by just slamming 8. Because right now I'm going to have him swinging into Bonnie for the next 2 turns while he plays Fat. I'll try it. Might be a mistake, but I want to try it. I'm not going to use this Bonnie yet. If he plays Who's Who on the Bonnie, I don't care. That sets him back a turn from anything relevant. You have Straw Sword late game for Queen. This is pretty good right now. Pretty good. I like it. He has the rock now, so next turn is 8. Still nothing relevant. 7 would suck, but it is what it is, right? So what we'll do is we'll attack 5. Some of you take the life now. Only 4 cards on him. We'll Bonnie. Find the 7. This is turning out pretty good. Then we'll Law. Bounce Bonnie. Play Okiku. It's Queen. Discards Blast Breath, so he has at least 1 or 2 between that and Thunderbug. You Onigashima back to 8. And you can attach Don to Kaido and attack me. So there's another Blast Breath, like I said. So we'll block and 2k. I'll keep myself up since I have quite a few cards in hand. This is just a force like Blast Breath and stuff like that. When he's about to hit 10, I have to put pressure. I can't just like pretend like I'm gonna sit behind blocker law. So I like to get it aggressive. So now he can 9 me now, which would suck, but at least I was able to pressure the hand and take some resources for later. Because ideally I do want to get him to that point where like he has 1 life, trying to clear board gets harder. Okay. Now let's see how he wants to try and deal with the board. Obviously if he had it, I think he would have just slammed 9. So I'm assuming he still doesn't have any of that. I mean, it's not like I can defend it. So I think here we'll attack 7. He could block, discard a 2k. Doesn't have it. That's a lot of information there. So like I said, we're still going to keep doing this. I'm at 4 life. Despite him having, you know, Kaido's endgame ability, like, I'm still not dead. We'll slam 7. Like I said, just make him have it. So this is most assuredly the 10 drop now. So we'll block, discard killer since it does nothing. We'll take you swing queen. I don't really want to go, but I also don't want to pitch my value card, so that's fine. There's the 10 drop. I think the safest thing I can do is put him to 1 and then set up double blocker Bonnie. If he has 7 drop king, he has 7 drop king. There's nothing I can do about that. Actually, he can 7 drop and minus my life here, so that I would still be safe. So putting him to 1 makes his plays a lot harder to make now. Higurashi, Bog. Next turn he hits 10 again. Oh man, I could dig for blocker with Bonnie. I think I bottomed at least 2 beige, I think. And a law, and we already had our law. 2 blocker killer. Let's see. This is certainly tough. Let's attack 5. Making this play just leaves my Don available to only attack for 7 twice when he's representing Bog. So let's just see. We get another blocker. We do. I don't really want to take the chance with Momo. So I could do like, I mean, Hawkins is dead to me anyway, right? It's not like keeping in the hand does anything, so play killer, attach the Don, and pass. I only have 4k in hand, so I have to hope this gets there. Definitely close games. Alright, Bonnie blocks for me, which is huge. Alright, him being at 1 means that 10 drops are dead now. He can no longer 10 drop me, so I'm okay with this. I think. That's a nice pickup. I have enough counter in hand to defend myself a couple times. Him minusing was a bad move. It makes 9 real bad. He can't even 7 drop to clear 2 blockers. That's the game. Certainly a tough one. Two cards in hand. Just rest here. Very good games, very good games. Whew, that was a tight series.